Welcome back to the Back Row Podcast. I'm Jake Rose. I'm here with Ian Flowers, Wyatt Flowers, Jack Titzer, Logan Connor, Gavin Falco, and Ethan Pringle. And today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite pizza joint, the boys' sectional draw for basketball, Kanye and Lil Durk not dropping and why artists don't drop when they say they are, NBA All-Star Game, and NFL trade rumors and offseason rumors. All right, so first let's talk about everyone's favorite pizza place.
Okay, I work at
Giacomo's.
Giacomo's, but I don't think Giacomo's is the best.
Their breadsticks are trash.
I work there.
They
too.
used to have good breadsticks.
Your guys' supreme pizza is really good.
We make good
PB&J
pizzas with
pizza?
toppings. Like that's what we're all about is the stuff that's on top.
The sauce is good too.
The sauce is good. I just the crust is what
crust is so bad.
kills it. You know,
No, crust is that's the best part.
No,
it's
shut
so
up.
crunchy.
No.
Are
Like-
you the ones who make the pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your fault.
Yeah. No.
It's,
That's
it's literally the dough. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
nothing
the
we
way
can
the
do.
dough
It's
is.
the way they make the dough.
Yeah,
My fourth
me and
day is
Falco
actually
just
tonight.
joined.
They're brand new.
Yep.
Yeah. But I don't think it's the best. My personal opinion, I think the best pizza is Chicago's.
All right.
Chicago's
is pretty valid.
Overrated.
That's valid.
I like it, but I think it's overrated.
I think it depends on
Buffalo
what
chicken
pizza you
pizza?
get. Yeah, if you get the buffalo chicken,
The
that's
buffalo
obviously
chicken.
the best
I like
pizza.
it.
Wait, do you
I
go
like-
during the buffet or do you go like
The buffet.
actual sit
I go
down?
Sit down.
Buffet's the best.
I haven't been to a buffet since like
There's-
8th grade basketball. I mean, I wasn't even on 8th grade. It was like 7th grade basketball
Why weren't you on the 8th grade team?
because I quit.
We were
Did
all bad.
you?
I joined the wrestling team.
You did do that. That was a movie.
Jack, what's your favorite pizza, buddy?
Yeah, I don't like any pizza.
Okay,
Not a
why?
pizza
What-
fan.
Come
It's
on,
the-
man.
It's
You
the
are
sauce.
invalid.
You are
It's the
disgusting.
sauce. I'm not a
You can
sauce fan.
You can get other sauce besides red sauce on your
I
pizza.
don't-
You know, at Giacomo's you can get pizza without sauce.
I actually did used to do that when I used to go Giacomo's.
Like you can get
You
like
get, like, light
Alfredo
sauce.
and stuff like
Yeah.
well,
that.
you can do that or no sauce.
Light sauce is
But-
pretty much no sauce, bro.
I kind of
Yeah,
like
it's
rate.
Dough and cheese.
Yeah.
It's the residue.
Dough and
Yeah,
cheese.
the residue.
I kind of like rate pizza places off if, like I like their breadsticks or not. So like Chicago's breadsticks are bomb.
Oh yeah.
The best breadsticks I feel like though, Papa John's.
Yes.
No.
So good.
Greek's
Greeks.
pizza.
Greeks
is
pizza.
Greeks.
God.
Top
Okay,
tier.
Greeks are good too. I will. Yeah.
Greek's pizza is also good.
And I
Yeah,
really
I
like
agree.
Little Caesars.
Little Caesar's crazy bread is really good.
Yeah.
it is.
Okay,
Crazy
Little
bread is
Caesars
good.
is like, it's nowhere near top tier like
No.
pizza food chain, but it's good for once you like you just get done with the workout, you want something fast and cheap. Go Little Caesars.
It's
No, Little
easy.
Caesars
I
is
mean,
top tier party food. If
I
we're
agree.
gonna
It's
be
not
honest.
like a top tier pizza place, but it's so overrated. I think it's.
I think it is.
It's
Yeah.
top
good in
tier
some
party
occasions.
pizza. Like
Yeah.
if you've got 12 dudes at your house, if you got 12 dudes at your house and you're like having a sleepover for like your birthday, then Little Caesars is the way to go.
I agree. But my favorite pizza joint has to be either Domino's or Greeks. Because Domino's, they have best crust out of any pizza place I've ever had.
I gotta go with that.
And
one.
the
Domino's.
lava cakes after you eat pizza
Oh,
is
so good.
So good.
I've never
I don't
had
think-
lava cakes.
I don't think you can judge a pizza place just by its pizza itself, but like the sides, like the breadsticks, the sandwiches, the desserts too.
If we're gonna go sandwiches, Jack's has
No.
some bomb stuff.
See, I
Greeks-
disagree. I
Greeks
think
pizza
you
has the
judge-
best sandwiches.
I think
I
you
haven't
judge pizza
had
place
sandwiches.
strictly off pizza.
But when they offer more than that, how like you gotta judge
Just like
I think,
overall.
I think another underrated place, like me and Falco can attest to this, is that Marco's Pizza
Is good.
Nobody talks about it,
It's
but
bomb.
it's low
It's
key,
It's so
pretty
good.
good.
It's really good.
Like we had it at work a few times.
Their crust
and-
is good.
Is that the new place by
It's
where
not.
Papa
It's
John's
no,
used to be?
it's
It's
not
right across
new.
Smoothie King.
They're a
well,
chain,
it's new in
but,
my mind.
Yeah, it's across the street from Smooth King on 135.
You guys like?
Oh.
Is there a Jack's? There's Jack's, isn't there?
Yeah, there's
Jack's
the,
Pizza?
The Jack's
Yeah.
is by OLG.
I don't like
Yeah,
the way that
Jack's-
Jack's.
Jack's is by my house.
And
I
then
love
Jets
Jack's.
is near.
Everything we're saying right now.
All right, what's that?
All right, what do we think about the boys basketball sectional draw?
Logan, I heard you guys.
So yeah, I talked to Jacob Hornbeek last period, and he said we probably got the toughest draw out of any team. I mean, opening round against Franklin Central, really good team. We already played them once; they beat us. But he said if they really do play hard and play well on offense, then he thinks that they can beat any team in the sectional. Franklin Central, he said if we play good on offense, he said they crumbled last time they played Franklin Central and didn't perform on offense in the last quarter. And so if we can play better on offense against Franklin Central, we should beat them. The Center Grove is probably the best team in the sectional. If we beat
Well,
Franklin Central,
probably.
kind of a given.
they are definitely the best team.
They're the best team in the section
Yeah.
far, as they normally are.
Yeah.
But you know what? One of the things that I can say, even just the 1 year of high school basketball I played, Greenwood is always competitive against Center Grove in basketball.
Oh,
And I
no
don't
doubt.
understand why, because like if you look on paper, we're so outmatched, but we like there's like a whole nother intensity level that
It's
the
just
team
that-
plays with.
It's just because it's
It's
Center
the-
Grove.
It's
We're
that
fueled
big
by hate.
brother-
It's like
Yeah,
it's like
little
I,
brother
it's like
dynamic,
it's like
like-
IU Purdue. Like when IU played Purdue this year,
Fueled by
IU's little
hatred.
brother, and
Fueled
they
by
just
hate, yeah.
fueled by pure I can't stand you and just want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we're
always
jealous
those-
because you know they
They're
get you
just
one
better
off
than
us.
It's like a legitimate school rivalry,
Yeah,
and I kind of like it. I really do.
I would
And that-
say
the
it's
atmosphere
not
is-
as big as it used to be, though.
No.
because
Well,
because how
neither
big they've
team-
gotten.
Neither
It's
team's like
grown so much.
We
I
don't
even
play
feel
them in
like
football
we-
anymore.
We have
Football
like
either.
a
And football's the
real
biggest sport.
rival in.
I would say our biggest rival is probably Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think also you could say that the rivalry isn't what it used to be with Franklin either.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think just because, especially my class, I know so many people from Franklin, and all the football players know so many people from Franklin. In the Cannon game, and then basketball, it's been competitive since middle school. So I think they're probably our biggest rival.
We've
I agree
literally
with that.
always beat Franklin until this last year in football.
I kind of
yeah.
feel like we have a pretty good rivalry with Whiteland too, because like if
They've
you
gotten very good over the last couple
yeah,
of
but
years. though.
this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying though. Like if
Well, they're
if you're in
huge
public
now.
and
Yeah.
you hear someone that they're from Franklin, you're like, oh okay. You hear someone and like if you ask where they're from and they say Whiteland, you cringe a little.
Well, it's kind of
No,
like
I
they
cringe
have
No, I
at
say
that.
they say
reputation.
Franklin.
I
yeah.
despise Franklin. To be
Somebody says I
honest.
go to Franklin, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
I still feel like Whiteland's worse for me. I don't know.
I disagree. With
Wyland
that.
will be.
Wyland's
There's
Wyland's
just
number
something
two.
about Franklin, man.
Franklin and Center Grove are 1A and 1B, and Wyland's 2.
Whiteland will be bigger than Center Grove.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
soon.
For
They have
sure.
so much room to grow still. And
Yeah,
it's-
and they can go out that way across.
Yeah.
Like, out,
Wish we
out
weren't
just-
landlocked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the worst part.
yeah, we're
We're stuck.
Yeah, we're
There's
stuck.
not a single house in Greenwood for sale right now because we're so landlocked. Not a
Yep.
single house.
That's insane.
and Whiteland's
Sucks.
still building neighborhoods and stuff like that.
They
So
have
CG,
so
they're
much.
still building in the back of some of these huge neighborhoods.
Oh, I know. They still have a lot of land out south of
It's
Barbersville.
unbelievable.
They're building that new baseball field back there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
And
turf
I
and
feel-
everything.
and what sucks is we could possibly just get smaller. Like,
Yeah.
they move into our
Yeah.
area.
We're
we
not
can
going to
get
be any bigger than we
Yeah.
are right now.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sad part is like our city is like still growing,
Mhm.
but we're like the only school in the city that is
Cannot
just
Just
stagnant.
not growing, yeah.
It's kind of sad to see.
It's
but
really yeah.
I'm curious to look at the numbers though. Like if we have gone down. in
I'm okay
students.
with not growing.
Like we
though.
in
have.
students,
Like,
we
I
might
think we're
have.
fine.
Because we've been close. I heard like we're at like 11. 60
We've
or
been bottom of
something
the
like
barrel
that.
4A school.
And we've been closer to 1,300 before, so I think we have gone down.
That sucks.
We should like if 5 years, I'd say we're a 3A school.
We should
No,
be. We should be.
We should be right now.
Yeah,
We're
but-
a
Yeah, but I
very
think it'll take
small
around 5 years to
4A
get
school.
We're really small.
Yeah, we're like right on the border of being like 3A, 4A.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's go back to our football team a little bit. I know we suck, but normally
I
like,
wouldn't.
Come
I wouldn't.
on,
I
come
wouldn't
on.
say we suck.
I
We
know
play-
We play in the
Look at
toughest
our schedule.
conference.
Look at our schedule.
We
Yeah.
play
We
in
do
the
play-
toughest conference
we
in
do-
4A.
we
play
do get
five-
the toughest
Then we got the
conference
toughest sectional draw.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
all the time.
I mean, Mooresville, insane.
Decatur.
Gator, insane. East Central,
White
insane.
All of the.
We
all
don't
think,
suck,
think about our
but we're
conference. Every
not
single team
very
in our
good.
conference is a 5A. Mooresville's a 4A, but probably should be a 5A.
Probably
school.
should move.
We'll be
to
5A soon.
Yeah.
I feel like the majority of the 4A teams we played, we were always we were competitive with
Like
them
real
every single
4A
time.
teams.
We were.
Yeah.
Like legitimate 4A.
And I
Martinsville?
think
Martinsville. Hey, they're
like if you
smaller
think
too with the
we're so
interstate.
small,
Are they really?
we're so small, and if we move down to 3A, I think we could be one of the better teams.
We would be.
We just
Yeah.
can't
Thing
find
is
outside of
what
the
conference
Cowboys.
are we joining?
Yeah, exactly.
It won't happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like all of us will be out of high school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell, we might be
But
coaching them by
we'll
now.
we'll go
I'm not
we'll go
coaching.
independent and we'll
Yeah.
play the schools like Indian Creek, Triton.
We're trying,
Se-
I heard
they're
we're trying
two
to go
hours
right now,
away.
but no one wants to leave.
Yeah,
But
we'll go with the like the schools more our size out farther and play them and actually have a
I feel like
competitive
those
schedule.
games. I feel like
Yeah.
those games would be more competitive and more fun to watch.
That's
Oh,
the
would.
only
Like,
unfortunate
as
I don't want to
parts.
join a conference full of Indian Creeks because it's not fun just beating the hell out of teams.
Yeah, because then
every
once
day.
you,
Go
because
to the
the
playoff,
thing
like-
is
Yeah.
Indian Creek, we can beat them easily, but then
9 out of 10 times.
But at that point, if you're a 3A team and you're beating up on other 3A teams, you eventually have to move back up to
Yeah.
4A,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
And then we're stuck.
Then
in
you're
the
Like,
stuck
and
in
then,
the cycle.
And then you're a Ron Colley where you go up to 4A, go back down
yeah,
to 3A,
you're
go up
stuck
to
in the
5A,
cycle
and
of
you go
keeping
down.
moving up and down.
Well, Catholic schools can do that. So
Yeah, but still, you don't want to be like that.
No, I agree.
All right. So, what do we think about Kanye and Lil Durk not dropping on Tuesday?
Ridiculous.
I think it was kind of funny because Lil Durk's, the one song he did release was called Aha, like he was laughing at all the people that thought Kanye and him were actually going to drop on
Yeah.
Tuesday or whatever you wanted to call it. But it's kind of annoying because, especially with the Kanye thing, he promotes this new stem player thing, and then apparently thousands of people actually bought this $200.
Oh, he's already made 1.3 million off of it.
And the album hadn't even been released yet. Like, he had his listening party last night, and everyone, like, all the fans are still kind of pissed off because, you know, they just dropped $200 on a thing to listen to one album.
What even is a stem player? Like, I saw something about it, but I didn't see what.
Basically,
what it was.
Kanye's
Yeah,
MP3 player
MP3.
kind
That
of
sounds
thing
stupid.
with like speaker or whatever.
It sounds so dumb.
But it's so he makes all the money off of his own album, which is fine. Like, if we wanted to talk about, you know, music labels taking, you know, the majority of all the money, we could. But
Yeah.
I'm just a little upset because, like,
this
I'm
is
a
the
huge
wrong way to
Kanye
go
fan,
about it.
and I think it's the wrong way to go.
It's what he did with Donda too. I mean, not to this extent, but like he just delayed it so many times.
Well, I mean, he's done it with every single album.
Yeah.
He has not come out with one album when he said he was. So like, I'm kind of thinking, you know, like, are we shocked?
Yeah.
No,
I feel like the last Donda was really bad though, because like Falco, weren't you supposed to like write a story about that and we had to push it back two issues?
I wrote two of them about
Yeah,
it.
we
But
don't-
like, this is different to me, in my opinion, because you have all the drama with Pete Davidson and Kim,
Uh-huh.
and he kept posting about it. He's dropped 2 singles already, and you know, most artists when they do that actually drop the album. So I don't know. Lil Durk is funny because it was King Von's birthday, and then everyone thought he was gonna do that too, and then he obviously did that. So I don't know.
Do you think it's kind of like a thing that they try and build anticipation for their album? Like, they say they're going to drop
Oh, yeah.
it, and then get people excited for
I
it.
mean, he's a marketing genius because
That's exactly
think
what he's
about it.
doing.
You have all these people buying that whatever stem
player,
player,
yes.
$200, and then it's gonna get more like drama about it.
Once
More
it
people are gonna
actually
buy
moves
it. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a cool thing to do, but I mean, he's making so
But
much money off of
he's
it.
basically saying like negative press is still
Yeah.
press, so like he's still gonna
I
get
do-
people to buy this thing. For
I do kind of feel bad
$200.
for the guy. Everything that's going on with him and Kim K though.
Yeah.
He's probably struggling.
I love me some Pete Davidson, but I think I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
have
can't-
to
I
side
hate
with
Pete Davidson.
I'm gonna side with Kanye
I
on
feel
this
bad
one.
for him, honestly. He's probably struggling.
He struggled. Yeah, but with that stem player, like, what I think is, even though like he's not dropping it when he says it, it's still promoting the stem player, because not only what you guys said, but you know, people are going to be sitting here with it like, oh, I bought this stem player, now I'm not even going to be able to do anything with it, and then they're going to eventually be like, all right, well, I might as well use it, and then he's going to get more and more uses out of it.
I still think it goes on Apple Music and Spotify at least a few weeks after that.
It's gonna get leaked no matter where it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll get leaked on
with
SoundCloud
as
or whatever.
many major artists that have, you know, that were released with features on the song, there's no way that they aren't going to let their own.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why or what?
Because they're not going to make money
featured
off of it if
artists.
it's just Kanye's stem player.
Yeah.
So
What
they'd have to
about
go
them?
with their music labels and put it on.
All right. What do we think about the NBA All-Star Game?
I think it was
Curry.
Horrible.
All I gotta say is Curry.
Curry
no.
dropped it.
I think
yeah.
From deep.
Curry
I,
was
I think this year. I think this year wasn't as bad as past years. Like last year's and the year before were absolutely terrible.
The dunk
Like-
contest was pitiful.
It
The
was-
dunk contest was probably the worst part of the
Zach
whole
LaVine
weekend.
I kinda
and
forgot
Ward
about
need to be
those.
back in there.
there was better dunks in the All-Star game than the
Yeah.
dunk
There
contest.
were. Yeah, John Morant's freaking 360 alley-oop was
But like,
insane.
I don't understand why would they put kids like John Morant, Zach LaVine in the dunk contest.
Or
Like,
Anthony
they're,
Edwards.
They're the
I
best
think-
dunkers in the league.
Pay them to do
Well,
it.
you also have to
Yeah.
agree. Like they don't
Yeah.
just like put people in it. They like ask people to be in it, and then they have to
And
agree to be in
The
They
it.
thing
had
is,
Cassius
those guys
Stanley
don't want
last
to
year.
risk getting
Getting hurt.
injured
Yeah.
and like all these star players.
That's why.
just for a dunk contest.
It's like that in a lot of sports. Like I don't know how many of you like actually watch pitching baseball, but like one of the best hitters, Mike Trout, best home run hitter in the game. He doesn't ever agree to be in the home run derby because he's scared he's gonna get hurt or mess up his swing. Like a lot of players don't do that stuff because they just don't want to mess stuff
Well,
up.
If they're going to participate in the All-Star game, like the guys we just mentioned, John Morant and
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, who played in the Rising Stars,
It's kind
like,
of the
they're
same
already
way.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're already going to be playing in this game that is meaningless, and they could also get hurt in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't get to see like the
I agree.
both sides of it. I guess.
But the game itself, I thought was fun. I like the new concept with like the target score. I wish it wouldn't end on free throws. Like we saw that in one of the Rising Star quarters, but I don't know. I like the way they honor Kobe too with the MVP and all that stuff. Is,
I thought the game was just fun to watch in general.
yeah, and the way LeBron finished it, of course, like kind of saw it happening since Zach LaVine was guarding him, but
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I watched a single second.
Yeah, I didn't really. I only saw the highlights on.
I did too.
Instagram and stuff like
I watched it.
that.
Yeah, I didn't watch the full game. I just watched highlights.
I watched most of it.
it is a 2.5-hour game now,
Yeah.
which is a little excessive.
Very
I think
long.
what I will say is I think that the NFL should kind of make the Pro Bowl more like that.
Pro Bowl's disgusting.
Pro Bowl is
It's
stupid.
gotta be
The
The thing in the with
As,
the
two-hand
as
touch.
Pringle would say, it's
football
heinous.
is like
It's
you're way more
heinous,
likely to
yeah.
be injured in an NFL game than you are in an NBA
Yeah,
game.
And the main difference between the NBA and the NFL's like All-Star games is NBA's is almost right in the middle of the season, and the
Yeah,
NFL's
the
is
Pro Bowl is at the
after.
very end of the season,
Yeah.
and when free agency is about to start.
Yes, so none
and
of
so
those guys
these
will be
players
hurt.
don't want to come and get injured so they'll be injured on the market, and no team's going to want to pick them up
And
before the next
Mhm.
season.
I personally don't think you could put an NFL All-Star game in the middle of the season because I feel like an NFL game is like
No way.
more detrimental on a body than an
My
NBA
God,
game
yeah.
is.
Of course, yeah.
But
So you'd have to take like a month off.
They got-
have an All-Star game, have a month off, and then come back to the NFL season, which would just delay it so much.
I don't think the NFL needs an All-Star game.
I don't even-
No, they just need something to change.
Yeah.
You know?
Or just not have it in general.
Yeah, I would.
the
At this
All-Pro-
point, I would just get rid of
the
it.
All-Pro teams are what really determines like the accolades of people not
Either,
Pro
like
Bowls.
just
Like,
vote for them.
And the All-Pro teams
Tom
are usually
Brady.
better than the Pro Bowl teams anyways.
Tom Brady only played in like 2 Pro Bowls, and he's like a 15-time Pro Bowler. I mean, given 10 of those, he was in a Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
like for the other 3, like he just didn't
he
play.
didn't want to. Yeah, he didn't want to play.
Like as a viewer, I would rather watch dodgeball. The NFL players play
dude,
dodgeball.
the skills
than
weekend
play in the
with,
Pro Bowl.
with the Pro
Yeah,
Bowl
the
is
skills
actually
weekend
awesome.
is fun.
But the game itself
the
is
actual Pro Bowl
boring.
is so boring.
I
No
would go in my own
tackling, you
backyard and do the exact
It's,
same
it's
thing.
backyard football.
Yeah.
The two-hand touch, yeah, that's so stupid.
Have you
I
guys-
would just lay somebody out when they're
My-
not expecting it. You know?
Like Sean Taylor did. Sean Taylor laid out the punter.
That was
Like
awesome.
you watch prior Pro Bowls, they're actually trying and it's competitive, and the teams like actually want to win. Now it's just like.
And it doesn't
what's
mean
the point?
anything. Like
Let's not
in
get
the
hurt,
MLB, like
guys.
the All-Star game, like determines who has home field advantage in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
all these other All-Star games mean nothing.
Yeah.
Have you guys like seen
I guess
the
hockey
idea?
does too. I think.
Have you guys seen the idea where like the bottom 2 teams in the league will like
That
could
won't
like
work.
play against each other to
That won't
get
work.
the
That
won't
number 1
work.
pick?
Because
Well, I don't-
That's like a thing. Like you're like, hey, we suck. Let's play for a kid who we don't even know like we're gonna get yet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
play our hearts out for some 18-year-old kid who may be a bust.
And you,
I don't think
you
any-
have to pay the players again. You're risking more injuries, and you're taking more time out of like, the actual league function because you have to push everything back so you can have that game.
Yeah.
Everything else. It's
Not only-
Nobody would
it's
agree to
not.
play that though. No team.
Not
would
only,
agree to play
yeah,
that.
Detroit and Jacksonville would not do that.
not only that, but there's the fact that there could be one team that's a lot worse than the others. Like for example, the 0-16 Detroit Lions. You know,
No team would agree. I think it's
No
a dumb
one-
idea.
they would not want to even play to give up their first
No.
pick.
I think it's stupid.
I don't. It'll never get passed. It'll never happen.
Cut
All
that.
right.
Cut this, Robs.
This has been the Back Row Podcast. I'm Jake Rose with Ian and Wyatt Flowers, Jack Titzer, Logan Connor, Gavin Falco, and Ethan Pringle.